So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Blade, just like Sully did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Hi everyone, Martha here. So today we are doing, since this Disney Tournament Valley is gonna get Monsters Inc. soon, I decided to watch the movie since it's been a while since I watched it. So let's find out. Let's talk about it. So two friends, Solly and Mike, who are monsters and Monster Topless, are the ones who are the top. Solly's the top scarer, and he gets hit, and they have to go and get scares for their worlds, otherwise they don't have power. And on Solly, on Cecilia's birthday, no less, Brandel brings a kid to their world named Boo, but her real name is Mary. Because you pay attention to when she shows Saul Randall's picture, when the picture says Mary on it, so her name is actually Mary. But since she's like 4 years old, she doesn't tell Mike, and she's basically kidnapped. She doesn't know she's kidnapped. She's kidnapped and brought to this world, but she actually goes for the door, she, instead of having Randall take her, Solly helps her, and he goes and tells Mike during him a date with Cecilia about it, and Mike doesn't like it because it's interrupting the great night that he had planned. And they go after they have like a big, they have the 2319 people coming to get them. They can have the kid, and they end up getting out of there. And this is when they learn that actually laughter is actually better for them to amuse, because they have it compared to both of them, that both of them actually give them power. And Mike's like, Solly's like, what is that? And it'd be great if it didn't do that again. No more laughing. No more. So while they're trying to keep all them, nobody's seeing that they're there. And then they go. Tries to get Boo to go to sleep because she's tired. While Mike's trying to figure out a way how to get rid of it, and by using spoons to dig a hole and release it out to the wild. And so like spoons, like that's gonna work. And this is when he like figures out that this is when he's getting attached to her. He says, like, you go to sleep. And he's like, I'm not gonna scare you. I'm off duty. So yeah, and he figures out that Randall's her monster. So, and they have to figure out a way to get her back into her home. And so they decide to take her to work, dress her up in like their castle's cushions, and a mop and stuff like her costume place probably for the eyes. And you go there and have their family work day, because Sully says this is my sister's cousin, sister, or something like that. and and Fool Waternoose, who's the boss, and who was actually the bad guy. And Randall's still a bad guy, but technically this movie has two bad guys. I know this is like one of the few. This is like one of the first times they started doing a twist, really, in their movies. Because Toy Story wasn't a twist. Well, Toy Story 2 is. But because this one does have Nemo and Jesse at the very end. Because I think they're making all three of these movies around the same time. So, yeah. Back when it's so easy to find Easter eggs, now it's really hard to find the Easter eggs. And now they don't even use the guy from Cheers that often in their movies anymore. Because I bet he's getting old. His cameos. So, yeah. So, after they, Randall figures out that it's them by seeing in a magazine, seeing it on a newspaper, or that he sees Mike right behind, the kid, and chases him down and asks him, "Where's the kid?" And he comes up with the idea to, trick them to bring back during the break, so he can take Boo to go and take like her scares out of there personally, use a machine. Instead, he almost does it to Mike, and so Sally goes unplugs it, and he ends up doing it on his assistant, Fungus. And they, while they get out of there and have like the best part, like where she's out of our hair talk, and they go to Mr. Waternoose, and this is when they find out that Mr. Waternoose was the bad guy, and everybody, and they get them banished, and we find out where the Abominable Snowman went to the Himalayas, and how the Abominable Snowman works, and how the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, how they end up in our world is that they banish these monsters, and that's how we end up getting with these creatures that a lot of people see, but most people don't believe them. So yeah, I like having those monsters. I just don't I like having those monsters hearing stories about them. They're kind of like fairy tales kind of stuff to me. That's what it kind of reminds me of. So yeah, that's why I lead them as. So, and like having like how explain how did these monsters get here and how they're still around. Oh, that's how they came from a different world. It's pretty creative. So after they had like a little fight where Mike's like saying, what about your record? And it's all like, none of that matters now, whether he's building a sled. And the Abominable Snowman leaves them, the guy from Cheers, and to make some more snow cones. And then he goes down to the village that he told him about by accident. And they go back and they say boo from them, and they have like a cool fight where Randall is invisible because since he's a chameleon, and Mike doesn't know that he's there because he's invisible when he's trying to tell him like, then like you leaving me there. And he says nothing better on French, and he throws them and then he gets hit by Mike and like insult. He says, "Oh look, it's Randall." Oh, and then we have like a little thing where it should be this should definitely be a ride. The Haunter door thing should definitely be a ride at Disney World, Disneyland, California Adventure, or one of or some theme park make this a ride where you have like you're on a door and you're like going sliding down. I don't know, like that should be a ride. And I mean like a bunch of cameos, like something that might happen because they like go to like some like Hawaiian place or island. Max says, "Why couldn't we been banished here? Like we already have a monster here, Stitch." So, and then they show uh, France, which is also one of their future movies, and we have like China. So yeah, and then we have where Boo decides not shows Randall's who's boss by hitting him with a bat, and they also trick Mr. Waternoose to make him say, "I'll kidnap a thousand children before I let the company die," by using the recording place in order to do it. And then after they get Mr. Waternoose captured, Raz, who I'm kind of able to do her voice, but not exactly, come in. I haven't mentioned her. She's like mostly just a character in the background who's in charge of doing all the bit of everybody gets your paperwork done. And she talks says, "Well, isn't that nice?" kind of voice. And she's actually the one who's in charge of the 2319 group people, and they make sure they do let them have like 5 more minutes with the child before they have to get her away, and they shred the door, and Sully ends up having like a very touchy moment where after she like gets Jesse and Nemo, and she has to say goodbye to him, like, and Sully has to say, "Kitty has to go now," and they hug, and then the door gets shredded, and Mike makes sure that he gets one little piece of the door left, and then Raz says, "Nobody. I don't want to have this mentioned ever again, and I don't want no paperwork on this." And then they figure out, let's not do scares anymore. Let's do laughs and get them laugh. Then we get to see Mike do like a little stand-up routine in front of a little kindergartner, and he doesn't get any of the jokes because he's in kindergarten. And him putting the microphone inside of his mouth and like doing like a war is what actually gets him. So yeah, not them like getting. My favorite sport was dodgeball. Because I was as a ball, I was a ball because he's round. So yeah. So let's find out who plays who, guys. So we have John Goodman who plays Sully. We have Billy Crystal playing Mike, who originally was one of the people that was supposed to be Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story, but they got him for here instead. And we got Steve Buscemi who plays Randall, and Jefferson Jennifer Tiny who plays Cecilia, and who plays Mr. Waternoose. Henry James Bondberg. He plays Waternoose. So I just want. One thing I really wish they would look back on the Disney Plus one is have the bloopers come back, or let them already have like a separate part to get, because I have to look it up since some of these movies I don't have the DVD version for it, so I can't watch it on my. I don't get why they thought those were removed. So yeah, and Boo is played by a little girl actually, and she's actually named after. So yeah, so I do like this movie. Can't wait to play for that update. Can you guys? So I'll see you guys later. Like, share, and subscribe. And bye-bye. And remember, put that thing back where it come from, so help me. Can you move heaven, you guys? I kill. Leap the way I die. And then, my cat's, the cat I used to have name came from here. So that last bit where she's saying Kitty, where Holly's gotta say Kitty's gotta go, really always hits harder for me now. So yeah, just wanted to add that. So that's it. I miss him. So if you guys are wondering why do I have my cat in here, that's why. When you come through, I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have. I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. Like you've already described. Bye.